the Spectrum Science Hub. In this YouTube channel, I have started the thermoelectricity chapter. In the last previous classes, part 1, part 2, part 3, I have discussed the Seebeck effect and its explanation and also the Seebeck thermoelectric series. With the continuation that background, today I am discussing the laws of the thermoelectric effect. There are three laws are there. One is the law of homogeneous metals, law of the successive or intermediate temperatures, and the third one is the law of successive or the intermediate metals. These are the three laws are there in the laws of thermoelectricity effect. Well friends, just now discussed that there are three laws are there. One is the law of homogeneous metals, second one is the law of successive or intermediate temperatures, the third one is the law of successive or intermediate metals. Now let us discuss the first one, the law of homogeneous metals. Law of homogeneous metals. In the name itself, homogeneous metals says that homogeneous means the same. Homogeneous means the same. Therefore, in a thermocouple, if the two metals are made up of the same metal, if the two metals are same, even though the junctions are maintained at a different temperature, the EMF will not be developed. This put in the statement form: if a thermoelectric circuit is made up of a homogeneous metal, it will not generate a thermo EMF even if its junctions are maintained at different temperatures. Now let us explain with the diagram. Now let us consider this is the thermoelectric thermocouple. This is the metal A, this is the metal A, and this is the metal A. In a thermocouple, there are two dissimilar metals are there actually, but we are discussing the laws of thermoelectric effect. The first one is the law of homogeneous metal. Homogeneous means what? The same. In a thermocouple, the two metals are the same metals, then whatever the thermoelectric effect, whether it is developed or not, we are discussing that one. Now this is the thermoelectric couple. Now this is the metal A and this is the metal B, and this is the junction 1 J1 and this is junction J2, even though they are maintained at the different temperature T1 and the temperature T2. Now what is the law of homogeneous metals says that in a thermocouple circuit, the metals, two metals, this is a metal A, metal B. If we are taking the same metal instead of the different metals, instead of B, if I will take the metal, same metal A and the A, this is A and this is the metal A and this is also metal A. For example, if the thermocouple circuit is made up of only the copper, this is also copper. Same metal or iron or the platinum, whatever may be the metal, if the metals are the same, then the temperature or the two junctions, J1 is the temperature T1 and J2 is the temperature or temperature T2. If this is the condition, whatever the EMF will not be generated. EL will not generate, is equal to 0. Therefore, EMF will not be generated. EMF will not generate, will not induce, not be induced or generate. This is the first law of homogeneous metals. I will explain what is the law of homogeneous metals means. Its statement: if a thermoelectric circuit is made up of homogeneous means what? Same metal will not generate a thermo EMF even if its junctions are maintained at different temperatures. That is what? This is the metal A, this is the metal A. That is the same metals are there, we are taken here. They made the junction, one is at J1 and another is the junction J2. T1 is the temperature at J1, T2 is the temperature at J2. They are connected with the milliammeter in series to indicate the EMF in the circuit. Now, if the two metals are the same metals, even though the junctions are at different temperature, not the same temperature, different temperature, therefore the EMF is 0. That is, the EMF will not generate induced. This is the law of homogeneous metals. to the second law of successive, second law of thermoelectric effect, that is the law of successive or the intermediate temperature. Now the temperature is intermediated now here. Now its statement, the total EMF across a thermocouple when their junctions are kept at temperatures T1, T2, T3, etc. up to n temperatures is the sum of the individual EMF for any number of successive temperatures into which the given range of temperatures may be divided. This is the statement. Now let's come in to explain the pictorially. Now this is the metal A and this is the metal B. The thermocouple, two dissimilar metals are there. This is the metal B and this is the metal A. Now here the two junctions are there. For this is the J1 and this is the J2. Here J2. Whereas this is the temperature T1 and this is the temperature T2. Now let us consider the two metals of a thermocouple. This is the metal A and this is the metal B. This is the metal B. They are joined to make the junctions J1 and J2. The junction J1 is at temperature T1 and the junction J2 is at temperature T2. Now the EMF developed. The EMF developed here in this, the junctions in between the temperatures, T1 and T2. Here I am taking as a V1. Is the V1. What the EMF is developed V1, or we can say that the E is the EMF developed between the temperatures T1 and T2. We can say that the V1 or the EMF E T1 or T2. In between the T1 and T2 stands for the temperature T1 and the temperature T2. Here the temperature T1 is fixed here. Fix the temperature T1 and vary the temperature T2 and vary the temperature T2. Vary. How? Now the same figure carries here. Now the junction G2 is changed to the temperature T3. Here the same junction G2 by keeping the temperature T1 a constant or a fixed. Whereas the junction T2 is changed to the temperature from T2 to T3. Now the EMF developed. The EMF developed in this circuit between the temperature I am taking as E2, or the EMF is developed between the temperature T1 and T3. T1 and T3. Here look here, the temperature is changes. If you continue the process, if this is the equivalent circuit, you can write that the metal A and this is the metal B. The intermediate temperatures are taken here. This is the metal A, this is the junction J1 and this is the junction J2. Whereas this is the temperature is T1 at the junction J1 is fixed, is constant. But we are varied the temperature at the junction J2. Here first is the T2 and it is increased, changed to the temperature T3 and so on. The temperature is changed up to T4, for example T5, etc. Now the temperature is changed to the nth temperature, here n temperature. Therefore in this case the EMF is developed. I am taking as Vn, or we can say that E Tn and the T1. This is the EMF developed in between the temperature range, not the temperature, in between the temperature range T1, here T1 and this is the Tn, in between the temperature range T1 and Tn. Whereas according to this statement here the Tn is equals to what? Okay. Now here the EMF developed between the temperature T1 and T2. Here the EMF developed is I am taking as V1, or we can say that E1 T1 and T2 and between the temperature T1 and T3, the EMF is developed. I am taking as V2, or I am taking as T1 and T3. Like that, if you continue in between the temperature range, the final temperature range limits from T1 to T1, here I am taking. Therefore, I am taking as Vn, or you can say that the EMF is E1 T1 and the temperature is between T1 and T2. Therefore, according to the law of successive intermediate, that is equals to the sum of, that is equal to the sum of the individual EMF developed between the ranges of the temperature of is divided, that is ET1 T2 is the thermo EMF developed between the temperature T1 and T2, and is the temperature EMF thermo EMF developed between the temperature T1 and T3, etc. If you go on, we are getting the thermo EMF is equals to total thermo EMF of the circuit in the temperature range T1 and Tn is equals to ET1 plus ET1 T2 plus ET2 T3 plus ET3 T4 plus etc. ETn minus 1 Tn. This is what the law of successive or intermediate temperatures. Okay. Now let's come into the third law of thermoelectric effect, that is the law of successive or intermediate metals. Here the metals are intermediate, that is the inserted. Now the statement, when a metal or metals are inserted additionally in series with a thermocouple circuit, does not change the total EMF of a thermocouple provided the additional junctions are at the temperature of the point of insertion. This is the statement of. Now let's come into the pictorial representation of this one. Now let us consider the one thermocouple of two dissimilar metals. Say this is the metal A and another one metal, say this is the another one metal. Okay. Now here this is the metal B, here I am taken, whereas this is the junction G1 and this is the junction G2. This is the temperature T1 and this is the temperature T2. Now in this case the EMF is developed. EMF is developed here. That EMF is I am taking as the E is the EMF developed in the circuit. Now is flowing in the circuit. The junctions are at temperature T1 and T2. Now the another one metal is introducing in between this metal B. This is the another one metal. This is the another one metal. That metal I am taking as C. This is the metal C, whereas this is the metal B. The metal B. Whereas this is at the temperature. Suppose the statement says that when the metal or metals are inserted additionally in series with the thermocouple circuit, does not change the total EMF. Suppose the total EMF is here, the E is the EMF I am taking, that the E is equals to, the total EMF is equals to, EMF is developed between the metals EA and the B. This metal I am taking as C, inserted metal, that is equals to, that is the E, B and C. That is the EAB is the EMF developed between the junctions between the metals A and B, plus EBC is the EMF developed between the metals EB and C. Therefore, this is the total EMF developed in the what? The circuit that I am taking as in between the metals A to C. Here, in between metal A and C, that is what the EAB is the thermo EMF developed between the metals A and B, and this is the thermo EMF developed in between the metals B and C. If you go on increasing insertion of the metals, then E n minus 1 is the E n minus 1 and to n, E n minus 1 and n, then is equals to, this is equals to what? E, it becomes, this equation becomes E. Whereas this is the total EMF in the circuit, whereas provided that the metals inserted are at the temperature of the what the point of fissure. Now what is the temperature at this junction and at the junction? If the temperature remains same here, then the total EMF remains same. Okay, that is what the total remains. If the junctions are at the same temperature, T1 and T2, therefore the EMF is equal to, this implies EMF is equal to what? 0. Only there is a temperature difference, then only the EMF is equal to 0. That is what, if the temperature at the junctions J1 and J2 is equal to are the same, then thermal EMF is equal to 0. This is the third law of thermoelectric effect. That is the law of successive or intermediate metals. Thank you very much.